guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Beverly and it's really nice to see you today. We're here for another episode of Fashion Friday, my favourite day of the week. I love talking about vintage fashion and I'm really excited to talk about this today because last year was my first winter dressing vintage and I was freezing. I was so cold. I was trying to keep a certain look going. I was copying a lot of the girls on Instagram and I was just not using my brain, was I, Giz? We were cold, wasn't we? So I thought I'd come and give you a few tips and tricks that I picked up during my really chilly winter. Because it's going to get cold. It's going to get cold. And this week, Monday I talked about tips for staying warm. And now today we're talking about clothing, vintage clothing. So the main thing I can say to you guys, if you dress vintage and you want to keep warm, layering. Today I am wearing a vest to keep me warm, a thermal vest. Then I've got this lovely dark green jumper that I got a few years ago from George at Asda. And then I've got a tweed dress on. And I'm quite warm today. I'm just right, you know, just right. But if I was feeling cold, I could just grab my cardigan and put it on or just layer it over my shoulders. And it still looks cute, it still looks vintage. I love layering. It's a really great way to make sure that you keep warm and you still look cute, you still look, you know, how it should be. If you're really into vintage clothing, I'm sure that some of these tips you're going to be like, but that's not correct to the era. But it's really important to stay warm, and I think if people back then had the clothes that we have now, they would want to keep warm rather than wearing thin little tights and shoes. They'd want to wear big boots and things, so stay warm. The second thing is, I've already mentioned it, thermals. Thermals are not that expensive. I got mine from Peacocks, which is like a great shop if you're looking for like cheap little bits and bobs or basics. And I think my vest top was like £5, something like that. I've also got some long sleeve versions. They do them in white and in black, so you won't necessarily see them underneath a blouse or underneath a jumper. A pretty dress. I mean the vest comes to here, the dress is down here, but I've got a jumper on so you wouldn't see it. But I do wear it with other dresses that are quite low cut and you can't see it, so don't worry about that, you'll be fine. They also do leggings, yeah, like leggings to go underneath trousers, so if you have to go out into the cold, definitely recommend those. You can also wear vintage style trousers. A lot of people back then and now wear jeans. Jeans were a big thing. There is this particular style that if you want to keep up like the vintage look, I will put a picture here of somebody looking vintage. Also you can wear things like tweed trousers, thick wool trousers that you can get really cheaply from places like charity shops, places like Goodwill, places like that. You can get second hand for just a few pounds and they will see you through the winter, trust me. The next thing is tights. Now you can get some really nice tights from, I got mine from George at Asda, and they're thick wool tights and they are brilliant for if I've got to go out. But if I'm just sitting around the house, as I usually am, because I don't get to leave the house that much, I'll put on leggings underneath my dress. I would show you that I'm wearing leggings right now, but Gizmo is curled up on me and I don't think he'd appreciate me showing you my leg. Or maybe I can. Maybe. There you go, leggings. And you can even go crazy and wear like patterned ones if you want, if you like that whole the whole rockabilly vibe. It's a really good, cute way of keeping warm and feeling cute at the same time, because who doesn't want to feel both of those things? You know what I mean? So like I'm doing right now, long sleeve jumpers, long sleeve blouses are great ways of keeping warm. As well, Lindy Bop this year, they've got a sale on at the moment, so I'll link to their sale items, but they've done some really beautiful long sleeve dresses. I got a couple in their sale before Christmas and I was just like, oh, because they're so comfy and warm and they're just perfect this year, and I don't think they had them last year. So I'm really thankful that they brought them out this year, so definitely go and check them out. Again, not sponsored, I just love Lindy Bop. This is Lindy Bop. I'm talking to you now in Lindy Bop. I usually am. I more or less get everything from Lindy Bop. It's just my favourite shop. Lindy Bop also do wool skirts, and you can also get wool skirts from like thrifting shops or charity shops that will fit the style perfectly well and be a lot cheaper. But obviously it depends if you've got a specific thing in mind or not. Think Outlander. Think of that kind of skirt. I've got a couple that Lindy Bop did last year that I bought, and oh my goodness, I was so glad that I had. Yeah, wool skirts were how everybody back then kept themselves warm. And so that's how I do it now. Yeah, this was me trying to give you some of my tips and tricks. Hopefully it will help you to still stay warm and stay in trend. There's no need to go back to big jumpers and leggings and, do you know what I mean? Like slouching around in thick pyjamas and stuff. You can still feel cute, you can still feel nice, and yet have things put away so you feel good. Do you know what I mean? Because who doesn't want to feel good? I know I do. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, if there's any more tips and tricks that you would like me to do videos about, definitely let me know down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I love chatting to you guys in the comments so much. Oh, bye Gizzy. I love chatting to you guys in the comments, finding out what you think, what sort of videos you'd like to see, so let me know right down there. Yeah, stay warm this winter because it's going to get cold. Yeah, it's going to get cold. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm getting tired. I need a nap. Oh. Guys, have a really lovely weekend. I hope you will join me back on Monday. I have another great video planned for you guys. But just in case you forget to come back, why not hit that little subscribe button down there, ring that little bell so you always know when I upload and you won't miss any of my videos. Leave me a cheeky little like on here if you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you all again after the weekend. Bye!